is everyone? The stream had Joey. Hi, I'm live. Heck, how are you? I'm finally live. I haven't been live in 8 or 9 weeks. I don't know. Weeks. I think 9 weeks. So setting stream back up was kind of hard. Like everything needed to update. And I have to remember all the things. Like, okay, do I have everything? I think so. You're doing all right, Tech? Good, I'm glad to hear it. I'm doing good. I need to move my chat over here so I'm not looking away from the camera so much. Miss me live on Twitch? I'm at Twitch too. I don't know. They're crazy. They have no reason to kick me out, but boy did they. We can turn the music down easy. I can turn the mic up too. Is that any better? Heyo, how are you, ESP Gaming? All right, see if that's any better. You're on your phone? Oh, I'm glad you made it into my first stream back. That was a long break. Sounds better. Okay, cool. Thanks for letting me know. I miss you on Twitch. Well, write Twitch a letter and tell them to bring me back. From what I've read, that's the only way I can come back. They definitely didn't review it. Like, they just were like, she's out of here. I don't know. And there's nothing, once I file a, what do they call it? I think they called it a protest, maybe. I don't know. But once I file that, that's it. Like, I'm locked out of my account completely. I'm not locked out of Lady Aislin's account though. So I went over there and had her tell, yeah, okay, appeal. That's right, it is appeal, not protest. I appealed, but it was denied instantly. So I don't even think they looked over anything, you know? They were just like, nah. We don't want a girl that makes exercise videos and helps people learn how to work out. We don't want that. That's terrible. That's offensive. Make a new account, only health and fitness. I can't. It's all your tax information. If I make a new account, they'll just shut it down. Like, I have Lady Aislin's account on there still, but if I were to use that for stream, they'll just shut it down. Speaking of tax information, I do believe they messed up my 1099, but I can't get into my account to know. But I made more money than that says. So I'm gonna claim more money than the 1099 they sent me, because apparently they just have trouble doing things correctly, I think. I'm not impressed with that company. That's all I can say. I know, right? I'm like, that's not even true. Good thing I keep track of it. But now we're on YouTube, and what is the difference, really? Joey, like, you can watch me here, you can watch me there. Do we have a difference? It's like now my stuff is in one place, right? We have all my videos, we have me live. I consolidated. It's kind of better, I think. I don't know. I mean, I don't have the same following here as I had there. So now I need, you know, a couple thousand followers from there to come over here. But I guess, I mean, I spent more time, I feel like, working on that than I did this. So I'm just going to switch avenues and work here now. Well, I haven't been on in 9 weeks. I haven't been live at all. Like, you kept writing on my videos that I post weekly, like my pre-recorded videos. You were like, I missed you again, but you didn't miss me. I wasn't live. I just release a new like video every Sunday. But this is my first live stream since before Christmas. Andre, hello, how are you? Good to see you. Joey. I know, I'm like, what do you mean? I'm not live, Joey. Kind of drown in the list of videos with other subs. Yeah, see, that's the problem. I just need to bring my stuff up, right? I'm gonna keep working on it. You're a dork. It made me giggle. I'm like, no, I'm not live, Joey. But you still caught my video, so that was good. I know, I'm not sure how to get my stuff higher on YouTube. You do remember? I think so, yeah. I absolutely do. I don't think so. I know I do. Yes. You're only here because I posted it in Discord. Oh, thank you, ESP. I try to always post in Discord before I go live on here to try to help with that. So thank you. I'm glad it worked today. You're not forgotten, Joey. No. None of you guys are. I'm happy all of you came into my stream. I was like, okay, first stream back. How is it going to go? I don't know. Fabulous, because you're all here. I had a big surgery, as most of you know, because you're in Discord. So that's why I took 9 weeks off. I'm still healing. From what I can see, it's like 12 weeks until you're fully healed, but that's give or take on your body. So we'll see. How long without seeing you? Our schedules are out of line, right? It was a little while. Plus, it's like I can't get into your streams on Twitch now, so you know that makes it even harder. Oh, you're at the tire shop. Okay. New tires. We're getting a snowstorm today for the next 15 hours or something. We have close to a foot so far. It's a snowy day. It's getting warmer in here though. It was chilly when I first came up. I have my little fireplace going. So what have you guys been up to? What have we missed? How was your holidays? I wasn't here for that. Howdy, howdy. Thank you, Seth. It's great to see you. Thanks for checking on me. How's your ride going? You said you were hopping on the bike right now. You also stream on YouTube? Why have I not seen that? I subscribed to you. I need to keep an eye out for this. Maybe my notifications aren't on? They should be. There we go. Okay, well hopefully I catch one of your live streams on here. You just got kitted up. Yay! Our snow is taking a little break right now. Since you asked how our snow was, I think we have like close to a foot, though. I said 8 inches, but I don't know. It keeps coming. Where did they go? About 4 to 5 inches there. Isn't it like Discovery or something? Did you guys watch the Zwift races the other day? That they were streaming on YouTube? I said I had a surgery. I did. I had a total hysterectomy, and I ended up having to have my appendix out as well. So it was a lot. It was a lot. That's why I haven't been on in 9 weeks. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Even though the recovery has been hard, I have had less pain since day one of the surgery than I have had previous to the surgery. I was in a lot of pain for a long time. So, and then once we did the surgery, we found out there was way more wrong with me than what we thought. So it explains it. So yeah, I'm super good now. I'm like, this summer, I'm gonna be so much better. So yeah, thank you. Oops. Oh, it's been amazing. Thank you. I just had a lot of swelling and a lot of pain, which is probably a big part of why, like, I would stream like so many days in a row, and then I'd be like off for like a week or two, just trying to balance it out. I don't know. I'll feel a lot better now. It was like every 2 weeks I was in pain for a long time. So now it's just making sure I heal up everything okay. Thank you. I appreciate it. I cannot get this thing to dock no matter what I do. My chat will not dock for some reason. Powerline, hello, how are you? That's great to hear, thank you. For some reason, it'll only dock over here, which is away from my camera, so it's so annoying. You're pedaling. What does the coach have in store for you today? Do you do trainer road and Zwift, or do you just do Zwift? Yeah, are you streaming your workout right now? Just Zwift and you have a coach. Very cool. Openers for tomorrow's FTP. I can't even imagine when I get back on. I was getting in such good shape last summer as far as my FTP. It was the highest I ever had it. And now when I get back on, it's gonna be trashed. Am I flexible? Somewhat. I've hardly stretched in the last 9 weeks, really, so I just started stretching again, so probably not very much right now, honestly. Oh, your PC died? Oh, that's a bummer. I'll gain the fitness back fast. I hope so. Right now I'm working on gaining some of the flexibility back. They did this thing when I first started. So they put like this, like, I think it's like CO2 or something in you. And your body has to absorb it. Like it's in your abdominal cavity. And my body just did not want to absorb that. But they were like, yeah, just walk. You need to walk, and walking's going to make your body absorb it. So I was walking a lot because the nurses, the doctors, everybody is like, make sure you're walking enough. So I was doing like laps around my house, like making sure I'm getting steps in. And then they're like, oh my gosh, stop walking. You can't walk for a week because you can hemorrhage. Oh, that'd be neat to know. So then it like took my recovery backwards, and I had to sit for a week, another week. So it was like another week of just sitting, 2 weeks of like, don't move as much as possible. Too many steps. I know, they told me to walk a lot. So I was like, okay. Apparently my a lot and their a lot were two different things. I think it's on, isn't Discovery Peacock? I think that's where it is. I walked too much after my surgery. They told me I needed to walk a lot. So I was trying to get in like a step goal every day, and that's apparently really dangerous. So I don't know, I still don't know what they meant by walk a lot. Yeah, I had surgery, Joey, just before Christmas. That's why I haven't streamed all this time. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's where it moved to from Red Bull. I'm wondering who the commentator is going to be. Let's see. Oh, cyclocross. They're going to broadcast live on UCI's own website. Mm, 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 mm. I think they stayed with Red Bull though. I don't know. I'll watch them too. Your back is better. Now you have knee problems? Oh no. So it might be your hips. A lot of times your hips affect your knees. Tight hips. Yeah, I really like them commentating. I didn't watch it. You watched it? You have to go. You're still at work. Thanks for stopping by, Andrea. It was great to see you. I'll try to catch one of your streams too. You're too fat. Oh, Joey. I've got lots of workouts for you. Take care, Andre. But you're pretty strong. See, there we go. All in the hips. Yeah. Ooh, you're headed to the Center for Sports Excellence. That sounds so sports excellence. I like it. You work on hip mobility. That's awesome. Upper body training is going well. Good. Bye. See you soon. Take care. His vids are rad. Yeah. Yeah, anyone hasn't subscribed to his channel. I wonder. Oh my gosh. All my stuff here is so not set up how I like it. To think how to even change this. You step away for a few weeks, I tell ya. It's like technology just. There, that's better. Ah, I need a fan. Me too. I used to have some, then I think I did a little bit of a career switch and it. I'm enjoying teaching though. It's kind of fun. It's pretty fun. A lot of it's stuff like, because I learned most of my stuff from experience, right? So I have 20 years of experience in my industry. So it's like things that are so second nature to me. I'm like, okay, I have to teach this. I still have fans. Thank you. You come from a family of teachers. It's in your blood. It's fun. It's fun to do. It was fun. I don't know if PR is really my first choice of things to teach, but I do think it's really important, and I can see how it's really needed. So, plus I made the cutest slideshow. Oh my gosh. Got all these like pinup girls throughout it doing different things. The reporter comes into the dressing room. How are you gonna handle it? 5-minute threshold. Good luck. Okay, I'm gonna try to grab. Let's see if I can do this. 2, 2. I need to go to my subscription. I want to see if I'm missing. don't I see any of his live streams? That's strange. He said he was doing live streams, but I don't see them. Maybe he takes them down afterwards? Let's see. I got one more thing to look for. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, he's live streaming. Okay. So his live streams are on the Android Cycling. That's the difference. I was looking at the wrong channel. Okay, so the channel he was in here on is the one he live streams on. I suppose you're working out, Seth. I should probably do some of my stuff. Rehabilitation, right? We've got this. This will work. Shall we switch over to somewhere? I'm gonna turn on some lights. Wait. Before I do one more thing. There we go. That should be good. Now I think I'll be able to see you guys well. Okay. And we need lights. What else do I want? I don't know. Probably some yoga blocks. I think that's fine for now. Oh, and coffee. That seems like a good idea. I like these slippers so much, but they never stay on my feet. Okay, I think I have it set up where I can still see chat from here. We'll see if it works in a bit. I think so. Oh, I can see it. I can see it so good. I don't need my phone right now. That's awesome. Recover for 5. Good job, Seth. Yay, recovery. How's cycling been going for you? I was going to get back on the bike, but I was told that it might be smart to wait till the 12-week mark. So, I don't know. I started paying for Zwift again because I had it scheduled, but I would get back on it now. But I don't know. I notice a lot of things within, well, I guess everyone's so different with the way they recover, right? So it depends on what issues you're having, really, on what you should be doing. Hitting your monthly goals, yay! Been outside. I want to go outside. Soon. There was some warmish, like days where we got into the 40s. I think that's about it. I think we had one day that hit 50. Ooh, yeah. And then some longer endurance events. Awesome. Are you traveling for any events, or are they all local? I feel like my calves and knees and hips are the worst part of my, makes sense, sitting around. As I was just saying, tight hips affect everything. Vermont's the farthest right now. That's cool. They're working on a lot of new trails around me. One of them is like a 70, it's gonna be a 75-ish, right around 75-mile trail. From what I can tell, I think they're planning on the whole thing being paved, which is pretty cool. And then the other one is over 100 miles, and I think that one's gonna be pavement and gravel. Doesn't it? No. I already ride the part of it that is currently built, and then right before the snow came, they opened up another section, and then they're working on connecting it to a section that's further north, and once that gets connected, that'll be the 75 miles. That would be so cool. Wait, I will. It's gonna be beautiful. I cannot wait. Like, okay, you're traveling further than Vermont now. I don't know, they're becoming more, like they had the Belgian waffle this year, and we're getting to have more cycling events. I was riding in a national park mostly. Well, I don't know if it was mostly. There's a national park nearby, so they have a big, like, I think it's a 30-mile trail through that. And then there's a loop where you can add another maybe 10 miles. So I was doing that, and then I was riding the first part of this trail that I was just talking about. That's gonna be 75 miles. Right now, I think it's right around 30 that I was riding. But yeah, it was fun. And then I did mountain biking. I did that, I think, twice, where I did the single track last year. 5-minute threshold. Good luck. You don't need luck. Rock it out. Oh man, my calves, my legs, my hips. Too much sitting around, I say. I think that was the hardest part of the whole thing, is just not doing anything is really, I mean, I did stuff. I did lots. I'm never bored. It was just the lack of movement was really hard for me. I watch some shows though. I don't usually have the advantage of watching much. I watched some Christmas movies because it was Christmas time, right? It was kind of a blur, I guess. Yeah, I just kind of like, that was my first week of surgery, so that was just, I was sleepy. I watched 1883. That was pretty good. That was good. I enjoyed that. Sad, good. And then I watched, I've been watching The Fear of the Walking Dead. I've seen The Walking Dead, but I've never seen The Fear of the Walking Dead. So that's my new venture I've been on. Which I'm kind of behind because I know that came out a long time ago. But like I said, I didn't watch a lot of TV before, so it's just been my downtime, relaxed time in my recovery process. I watched just a few movies too. I'm trying to think what they were. I don't even know. My sister's going to come over this weekend, one of my sisters, and we're going to watch Dune. So that'll be cool. We have a plan. We have a date. Mark, hello. How are you? Nice to see you. How have you been? Good. I'm glad you're good. It's nice to see ya. I just said that. I'll say it again. The floor is still cold. My fingers are cold. Maybe I put a blanket on the floor. It's chilly. I'll make it more cozy. Thank you. I'm glad to be back. Missed you guys. Should be able to start streaming more. Again, getting back to normal. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate it. I'm glad I had such a goal. Actually, I guess maybe it's been longer than 9 weeks because I had to film all those videos before my surgery because I knew it was going to happen. And I was like, okay, I have so much content to like film. And then I edited it, you know, as I was recovering. Welcome back. But yeah, anywhere that I post content, like weekly here or daily on another site, I didn't want to have any gaps. Like, okay, I have to film so much stuff. It's like I'm catering those to cyclists, right? They're perfect for that. I'm glad you're enjoying them. A lot of the videos that I share is just stuff I learned in physical therapy. Over the years. It's pretty much that, or just things I learned from dance and doing circus arts. You have the same foam roller. Notice yours is not a circle anymore, more of an oval. Mine's still a circle, I think. Yeah, I mean, maybe a little bit. It's still pretty circular though. You're over here. Chat's over here. You're over here. I'm showing it to the chat screen, not the chat camera. Time for a new one. Are you gonna get, I like this one. I have a couple different kinds, but honestly, this one's my favorite. A little wonky, yeah. I have a couple that I keep in my house that are like little knobs or the bigger knobs. And then another one that just kind of has the little lines through it. And those are all nice for different things, but I don't know. This is just my go-to for basic foam rolling. A basic foam roller. Oh my gosh, is that not amazing? I love my Theragun. That thing. That's something I was using quite a bit. Well, I had to sit around. I'm like, well, if I'm going to be sitting here watching movies, I'm going to give myself a massage. You know what I liked? In the hospital, and cyclists use them. I don't know what they're called. The things that go on your legs and then they like compress and let go. So I had to have those on for a long, like a day, 24-hour period or so, because I ended up being hospitalized, and those were awesome. I like those things so much. The nurse was like, do you want a break from those? And I'm like, no. Are they? They're expensive, yeah. Oh, they felt so good. Yeah, I couldn't walk. And so the whole point of them, right, is so I don't get blood clots. And they're like, you might want a break. I'm like, no, I do. Exactly. Don't touch them. I'm like, I don't want a break from these. They're fantastic. She laughed. She said some people, like, people either love them or they hate them. That's what she told me. She said she really liked them too. Don't tell me how to live. I know who I am exactly. Get away. But yeah, those are nice. That just felt so good. Help me pretend that I was in a spa, not a hospital. Yeah, I imagine they're pricey. They feel good though. Just thinking of all those years of my tight calves, you know, from dancing wearing high heels. Oh my gosh. Put those on after work. They're like $800. I believe that. I feel like this is where I'm most sore, is right, well, you can't really see it from the angle I'm at. It's like right at the top of my hamstrings. So sore. See, it was like a day at the spa. I had $800 things on my legs, massaging me. There we go. A virtual hug. Thanks, Mark. Hugs to you. I need a Theragun for that spot. I do. I have to hold it on there. People, I think they will. Like, just putting that on your bum. Yeah. Whatever, it's a big muscle, it gets sore. Yeah, I did miss all the virtual hugs. I'm gonna do the other side. Oh, this side's worse. Jeez. There. You guys ever do this? It's so, well, if you're sore, if the top of your hamstring is sore, it's amazing. I feel like I'm just facing away from you. You were massaging your glute and Chef walked in and was like, why do you have this thing in your, oh no. Aw, well that's good. At least you like, hey, it's a big muscle, it gets sore, especially for cyclists, runners. Dad life, yeah, exactly. Therapy, physical therapy. It's all part of it. It's a pretty honest question though. What are you doing? Where's my blocks? That would be easier for me. Use less core. That's a weird thing to hear me say, but true. I chopped off a bunch of my hair yesterday. I guess it was over like a course of 2 days, trying to figure out how to cut all the little layers in it. I think I did okay. Nothing looks too crazy. Should have made that a live stream. cut my hair with me. I don't know what I'm doing. I used YouTube. I was like, okay, how do people do this? I'm gonna do this. Because I wanted to style it a little bit instead of just like, I don't know, like a straight across cut. I think I did all right. Nothing's, like it all just kind of falls into place. That would have gone viral. Watch me cut my hair with YouTube videos. How will it turn out? I don't know. But I mean, every time I go to a salon, they destroy my hair. So I had one lady that was really, she did good. She cut my hair twice. And I was like, oh, I found a stylist, finally. Like, she listens to me and it's great. And then the last time I went to her, I don't know if she was just talking to someone too much or what, but she cut my hair like into a V and put all these layers in that I didn't ever want before. And I don't know why she thought I wanted them then. So I've been trying to grow it out since then, because that was terrible. So now I think my shortest layer is here. But that's what I had to cut, is all these layers that are in. I know, how dare they? What are they thinking? What was she thinking? She was thinking about, we were talking about restaurants, and her and another lady were talking about restaurants. I think she was hungry and just wanted to get things done. So she was like, I don't know. Get this out of here. I'm gonna go eat food. Thank you, I appreciate it. I didn't realize, because you know, they put it all behind you when they cut it. And she'd done it before, so I was just talking to her, not really paying that much attention. And then I went to like run my fingers through it, and I was like, where did my hair go? Burger, 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 haircut, burger, burger, exactly. I think that was the thought process. So now I'm all, I don't know where to go to get my hair cut. Even if I go somewhere, I have no idea. So I'm like, you know what? I'll do it myself. So here we are. I don't really know how I did, but I'm not unhappy with it. So I guess that's what matters. I think it's fine. There I go. I finally got this muscle to release. That was a rough one. Let's see if I can move this back up. Oh my gosh, that is a night and day difference. Looks great from there. Thank you, I appreciate it. Took a couple inches off, but should be healthier and grow back soon. What did I just get a message? What does that say? It was long. Oh. Ignore group rides in the next 15 minutes. Okie doke. Oh, I didn't give you a ride on. What am I doing? There we go. Did you get it? Got it, Seth? I'm still kind of like carefully moving some things. I was gonna do some hip stuff with this, but I don't think it's a good idea yet. Let's exchange coffee. Can you live over here? We're going to exchange it for water. muscle stretching. Oh, thank you, Mark. All the love. What have you been up to, Mark? Anything fun and exciting? Seth's been out riding in the outdoors. In the outdoors. It's amazing. I can't wait to go into the outdoors. Soon. I feel like every winter, the last couple of years anyway, we get, so every winter, sure, we get one big snowstorm and then it's spring. So this is a little early, but maybe this is it. That'd be great. Oh, you have a chest infection? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Mark. I hope you feel better soon. That is no fun. Did you do anything fun for the holidays or in the last few weeks since we've talked? You suffer with it? Do you get them often? I'm really prone to chest infections. I don't know why. Like if I'm around certain things like somebody vaping or a fog machine or anything like that, I will get a chest infection, which is really hard when I'm performing. Somebody smoking, I'll get a chest infection. I feel like it happened a bit when I was younger, but then it seems like it happened more after I had cancer. It seems like that, I don't know, like I still got it when I was little, but it seems like it increased after that. Which would be, I don't know. But my cancer was in my neck, so maybe it somehow affects something there. I'm not really sure. Because I'm all healed from that, but I still will get those infections. But I haven't been around any of that at all since COVID started, so it's been, these last 3 years now have been fabulous. I've been so healthy. And the stuff that I just had surgery for was stuff I've dealt with for years. So now, oh my gosh, I'm going to be so much more healthy. Thank you, I appreciate it. I'm glad to be back. It'll be nice when I'm back and able to do all the things again soon. A couple weeks yet. I've started doing, so I've been doing the pelvic floor exercises that I posted. I'm not doing the fourth one yet. I'm not ready for that. That's too much for me, which is so crazy, but it's too much for me right now. And I've been doing lots of sideline exercises and lots of squats, things like that. A little bit of deadlifts. It's kind of where I'm at. Not much weight. Like if I do something, it's like 5 pounds, maybe 10. I think I did 10 one day, but I still have some swelling. Slowly but surely, getting back into it. Doing lots of Pilates. and hip mobility. So it's been really beneficial that sometimes it's hard to remember what exercises to do, you know? So I'm like, okay, I have been to physical therapy for like hip mobility and shoulder mobility and all kinds of stuff. So that's what I made all my videos with. So I'm like, I have all these follow along videos. I can just sit here and physical therapy myself. It's fabulous. So I've been doing that. It's kind of strange to work out with yourself, but it's kind of awesome because those are literally, that's what that is. So I'm actually really happy that I made all those videos. I'm like, well, I'm going to use them. I work better with routines like that, though. That's like some people probably don't. That's just how I work. Love talking to me on Snapchat. Thank you. I need to probably post on there more. I don't know. I do like some posts. I feel like my social media game is kind of medium. I post daily on the VIP page, and then I post weekly with some, live streams and shorts on YouTube. I feel like the VIP page and YouTube are those are my main medias. And then everything else is just kind of like, here's what I'm doing on those 2 pages. Come find me there, because that's where I am. I don't know. That seems to be how it goes. When I first started stretching, like this is an improvement though. When I first started, I was up here and that was it. So at least I can like lean into it now. I'm happy about that. I'm starting to get a little more used to YouTube's playlists. I had to change my music up because stuff that said it was copyright free and seemed to be good on Twitch, YouTube will still flag it sometimes. Now I have all these funny Zwift rides coming in. Coffee ride. A coffee ride. That sounds like my kind of ride. I think I'm gonna make chili today. It seems like a perfect weather for chili and cornbread. I think that's my plan. Doesn't that sound good? I need to thaw out some meat. Winter storm warning. It's a chili and cornbread kind of day. This knee does not want to drop. Aw, poor knee, poor hip. So I have 3 more girls that are interested in taking classes with me once I'm better. I'm excited about that. Once I'm up to it, that's what I should say. Once I'm up to it. They want to learn pole. So that'll be fun. I like teaching that. That's fun to teach. You save up your money and come over, you can take pole lessons? Or is that just a coincidence in time of when I read that? starting pole lessons. Can't remember if it was last Saturday or this Saturday, or last weekend, this weekend. I don't know why I assumed Saturday. Maybe she said that, I can't remember. But that's cool. Hopefully that goes well for her. What's going on with the situation? We have a situation. There we go. That's just not stretching as well. There really is a coffee ride in 2 hours. Cycling with Doc says it's legit. What's a coffee ride? I want to do a coffee ride. I'm glad that I still get to ride with the Twitch crew on Zwift. That makes me happy. I didn't get kicked out since I'm on YouTube now. All right, I think this one I need to lay down and stretch. We're gonna do that. Look, I have a pillow. How perfect. Do you ever do this? So if you, like, you have your basic stretch, right? Of putting your heels up, flexing your foot, but you can twist your toes kind of in and then bring your leg over and it stretches the outside of this muscle. Amazing. At least for me. I have a lot of tightness there. Maybe if you don't have tightness there, you don't feel it as much, but oh my gosh. Kind of back and forth with it slowly. It's a really good stretch. It's like, I don't know. Actually, I guess it's more my shin than my calf that even stretches. Get through here. Feels good, nonetheless. You're gonna make a drink? Are you making tea? You need some tea. You need some like Breathe Easy tea. That tea is awesome. Have you ever tried that? Traditional medicinals, Breathe Easy tea. It's so good. I like that one. Their throat coat tea is good too. When I get the respiratory infections, I lose my voice. So those are the two teas I drink a lot for that. Yeah, you're making tea. Good deal. Yep, I feel like this kind of stretching is exactly what I needed. I do want a cup of tea, please and thank you. It's another good day. Tea. Good day for tea, chili, cornbread. That's going to be my day today. What kind of tea are you having, Mark? Oh, I'm so weak. My arms are shaking from doing this. Good gracious. Ah. Wow, when I first started getting back to doing stuff though, my leg muscles, oh my gosh, I was shaking so bad doing hardly anything. It was wild. Just like vibrating. Tapioca. Okay. Yeah, I was pretty bummed that once your Zwift, like you can put your Zwift on a break, but I did that before surgery, so I kind of guessed when I would be back on the trainer. And then it doesn't, I should have put it in my calendar. I thought it would give me a warning like, hey, we're gonna rebill you or something, but it didn't. And then once it reinstates your billing, you can't pause it again until the next month. So now I'm paying for a month of Zwift that I can't use. So I'm like, oh, that's kind of a bummer. They should have been like, hey, are you ready to come back? Because we have you scheduled for a payment this day. So anyone ever puts Zwift on a break, just know, keep an eye on that date. If you're not ready to come back, you're going to pay for it anyway. See, teaching from my mistakes. Hopefully it helps someone else out. I feel like my knee doesn't even want to go straight on this leg. Do some of these little pulses. It's not bad though. YouTube has some fun music. I'm starting to learn some of these songs. I've been using them in my videos. There, I feel like that's better. I'm trying to put and stretch. See, if I do it on this side, like the other one, when I brought my toes in and stretched in, I felt more in my shin. This one I feel in my calf. Guess it just depends where you're tight. Well, it's kind of moving around my leg now. There we go. Good night. That just feels good. I think I'll just stay here. Oh, I didn't turn Aislinn's lights on. That's okay. We're not performing with her today anyway. It's a relaxing kind of day. So another thing I've done, I decided I couldn't sleep a few weeks ago at all. Like I was just up and I don't know. I came into the studio and I was like, what am I going to do up here? So I started learning Spanish and I've stuck with it. Since then, I do probably about an hour a day of Spanish. The other day I had my little celebration that I've learned over 500 words. So, you know, it's progress. I don't really know why I'm learning Spanish. It just seemed like a good idea. I don't know. People speak it around here a little. In America, a little. I don't know. I figured it was the most popular language around as far as foreign languages go. So Spanish it is for now. But it's funny because I'm having fun learning it. So now I'm like, okay, I want to hurry up. I want to learn Spanish. I want to complete all the lessons, which there's hundreds of lessons. So I think I'm on 17, I think. Anyway, so now my goal is to go through all of those lessons and learn Spanish, hopefully quite well, and then start a new language after that. Just see how many languages I can learn and how good I can get at them. We'll see. I don't know what the next one will be that I learn. Been thinking about that. There's a lot of languages I would like to learn, so it's like trying to put them in an order, you know? I just figured Spanish would be the most beneficial as far as communicating with people around me right now. But I would like to learn, I don't know what, so many things. French. German would be cool. Arabic would be cool. There's Italian. I'd like to go to Italy. I should probably learn Italian. Maybe that would be my next one. I don't know. I think Italy is high on my list of where I'd like to go. Plus, I once had a performance opportunity there that I didn't take, but there's some performance stuff that I could probably get into over there. So I think knowing Italian would be really helpful for that. one of these days if I go back to touring again. If when, I know I will. When I decide to go back to touring again. So yeah, perhaps Italian's next. We'll see. Subject to change. Oh, that felt really good. Okay. But yeah, I was reading this, so I'm always looking for horses for sale. I don't know why, because I don't really have anywhere to keep one. I just really want a horse. I've thought about boarding possibly, but I don't know. Anyway, but I'm constantly looking at horses and watching what's for sale. And there was this beautiful Frisian that I was reading about, and it is, where was it? Maybe in Trinidad or something. It was coming to the US. And the description of this horse, first it was in English, but then it started into Spanish. And I was reading it and started reading some of the Spanish until I got stuck. So I was like, what is that word? And then I realized, like, oh, I was just actually reading. Like, I read some of that. That was impressive. And I didn't even notice. I just went from English to Spanish, like, right into it. And I was like, oh. It was talking about the, who the sire was. It was a filly of whatever horse, but it was funny. I started reading it and I was like, oh my gosh, that's Spanish. That's funny. Till I got stuck. There were some words I didn't learn yet. My all-time favorite hip stretch. Good to lay down, you end up falling asleep. Oh no, I hope your headache goes away. Do you feel better after you got some sleep? It was no fun to have a headache. I got it so warm and cozy in here. It feels fantastic. Good, I'm glad you feel better. I like this song. Still a bit sleepy though. Do you have much to do today, or you get to relax today? Yeah, absolutely. What am I doing today? I'm gonna stretch. I have one more video film that I need to edit. And then after that, I'm back to filming videos again. That'll be my last video. I have 3 weeks until I need to make a new video that comes onto YouTube. I have the next 2 weeks covered, and I have one more filmed, but I just need to finish editing and get that scheduled. Working on your course? Nice. What is your course? What are you learning? think that's pretty much my day. Make chili and cornbread. I'll probably do a bit of a workout later. What my workouts are right now. Coding and web development, how is that going? I actually looked into, I was looking into Python a month ago. It's like, okay. Maybe it was more than that, I don't know, a month and a half ago or so. It was when I couldn't do anything and I just needed to be sitting around, and I was like, let's learn about Python. And play with AI. I was doing that. It was fun. Some crazy stuff. This last language is a bit frustrating though. What are you learning? I'm glad it's going okay. You want to try Python if it goes well? Yeah, I didn't write JavaScript. That's cool. I didn't have, I don't really have knowledge in any of it. I was just like, what if I learn about this? There's a lot of jobs in coding though. It gives you a lot of opportunities. Man, I can't even pull my leg off on the side hardly. It's so low. Crazy. I have to do some hip mobility. Something's locked up in here. I should probably do that now. I feel like I just took a nap. I probably look like I just took a nap. It felt so good. Set this over here. In my cozy world. So how long have you been doing coding? Learning coding? This is one of my favorite hip mobility exercises. It gets those hip flexors so good. It's like a little stretch, make some work. Pops your joints. I don't know if you guys could hear that. Might be just what I needed. Oh my gosh, I got so relaxed doing those stretches. feel like I just designed this room to be the most relaxing space. I don't know. I had all these stage props and I'm like, okay, now I got to make it relaxing. Oh, you first started in high school? That's awesome. 2 years, but not consistently. That's awesome though. Yeah, when you can, you know. Especially if you have an interest in it, like, very cool. And you have a friend that's into it too, so that's kind of nice. You can talk to them about things. That always helps. I feel like it's way nice to have somebody that shares your interests with you. You can kind of bounce things off of them, ideas or questions. Make that stretch just a little bit deeper. I feel like I always walk forward though. Like my seat bones are walking this way. I do this so I get closer to you. And then we'll back up. Oh my gosh. That last hip stretch was my favorite hip stretch of all, I think. The piriformis one, and then this is my favorite. I'm pretty sure this is my favorite hip mobility exercise. I always get like little pinches right in here. These hip flexor muscles just always tighten on me so bad. And it's just makes them work a little, but stretches them out so well. You don't have to, I don't know why I hold my hands in them. You can hold your hands however. Or use your hands too, if that makes it an easier. I'm so glad I figured out how to get chat big. That's nice. I was trying to do that a while ago and it wasn't working. So I was gonna play Mario Kart. So last time I played Mario Kart on stream, like, I'm not saying that I'm good at Mario Kart, but I'm not terrible. And when I played on, right, it was way easier and I was overthinking it. That's what happened. So yeah, it's good. But, okay, so Mario Kart. Here's my thing. Maybe you can help me. So I have 2 monitors as of now. Maybe I need 3. Right? You know, when you're just like, it's gotta be this complicated thing, and then really it's the most easy thing ever. So I was trying to make the font in the browser big, but really I can just change the display settings on one of the monitors and use that whole monitor for chat. Why did I not do that before? You know? I'm still on. Okay, here's my Mario Kart dilemma. So I have, what do I have? I have 2 monitors right now. I have a capture card that I'm running, okay, I'm running my GameCube into the capture card in my computer to stream to OBS. Now here's the problem. I have not figured out how to stream from my GameCube to a monitor. I guess maybe I need to figure out, there must be an HDMI out that I could hook up just to the monitor. Maybe that's what I need to do and get a new HDMI cable for that. Is that how you do it? So anyway, before when I streamed Mario Kart, I was terrible, worse than normal. And what I realized is OBS has a delay. So I'm streaming into my capture card into OBS, which is then me seeing a delay of what's actually happening in the game, which I realize is what's happening when I play Munch's Odyssey as well. But it probably doesn't matter as much, except for when I'm trying to destroy those bad guys in the factory. So a leg, yeah. So how do I get past that? Do I just, I'm gonna peek. Actually don't know. Is there even an HDMI? There's totally an HDMI out on this. So I probably just put an HDMI cable to one of my monitors, and then I can't use that for anything but the game, but then it would be real time of the game, even though it's still going through the capture card, but it's not going through OBS that way. Is that how that works? I think in my mind, that's how that works. Does that make sense to you guys? Would that work? Because it's not the capture card that's delaying, it's just OBS that's delaying, right? I think. Or I could just get another monitor. And still have my two. I like having two monitors. Just have one for games, like a little one, maybe? I don't know. But then, my goodness, where am I going to put that? Second monitor sounds like the way to go. Yeah, I think if I HDMI, my donation link isn't working? How could this be? You're not too sure, doesn't make sense, but technology, it does make sense. But right, it's so complicated. Why is my tip links not working? We must fix them. Oh, that's YouTube. Go to site. Oh, it's not working at all. What is that about? Python is the future. Let me see if, whoa, that screen's crazy. I've got that font so big. Let me work on this screen over here. Oh my goodness. Let's see. I have a plan. I hope. Do I have a plan? Weird. to see if this works, but I don't know if it will because it should just be the same. Does this work? It keeps opening it in this giant window. Yeah, it works. That works. So what happened? Stream Elements is like broken in some strange way. I wonder why Stream Elements is saying the wrong thing. It's telling you the wrong thing to get to itself. Yep, that one works. Okay, cool. Thank you. I don't know what's going on. I'll have to fix that. Where is my chatbot? Timers. Edit. That is weird. It changed the... Yeah, it changed it. How odd. Okay, it's updated now. It's updated to 404 in the address, so it looks like it's broken to me. Ah, ban. Thank you, Seth. I appreciate it. Where's our close-up? I blow a kiss. Thank you. And I gotta change your name. Da 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 da. $25. Get your name on the computer. Thank you so much. Where is my... There we go. Yeah. Look at that. Perfect. Foot kitten, okay. Well, we can do that. Oh, maybe I gotta have it squished. Dun, dun, dun. We gotta move you. There. Kitten little bits. She's funny. She sat and watched your entire workout. Aw. What a sweetie. Thank you, Kitten Little Bits. Give her a hug for me. She was a cheerleader for both of us. Oh, I love it. Her name looks good on my computer, doesn't it? That looks nice. My studio cat, so is my mom's cat. She was in the Bahamas. So I was kitty sitting, but let's see, next week she is leaving town again. The kitty's gonna stay at her house, but I'm gonna go there one of the days and watch a movie or something, hang out with the kitty for a while because she's gonna be lonely. She was so sweet. She just turned 18. Cat visits, yeah. I was gonna take her again, but the neighbor's gonna take care of her. So I don't know, I should ask my mom. Oh my gosh, so that reminds me of this story. My nephew, he's 2, and my mom's like, what do you want to watch? you know, we have the whole world of internet, television, like whatever. What do you want to watch? And he was like, robot vacuums. He's obsessed with robot vacuums. He's obsessed with the vacuums, period. But if they're the little robot ones, then bonus points, I think. So anyway, she found this video on YouTube. It's like 50 vacuums, and drones are flying with confetti, and then they pop the balloon or whatever the confetti's in and see what vacuum can clean it up the fastest. He's hooked. Right? No, he's so funny. He's like, he wants to know how everything works. Like when the furnace turned on for the first time this year, he was like, what's coming out of there? Why is there hot air coming out of that? So they had to explain to him like how there's an igniter and all this stuff happens, and he's fascinated by it. And then he was actually up here the other day and saw the pole and couldn't understand how it spun. And so I had to like explain to him that there's, you know, bearings inside that spin. And he looked at me so serious and he's like, well, I want to see them. And I'm like, okay, I'm not taking that apart right now. You think Chef would love it? That's awesome. I love that curiosity too, isn't it so cute? It's great. Like, what, you're going to be an engineer. Oh, he's a lot of fun. I have a lot of fun with all my nieces and nephews. They're so cool. Crack me up. See, they're going to have to, he's going to be an engineer too. Seems like it. Like, if you have to know how everything works. I got him for Christmas, the same nephew. I got him it's a little kit that has bolts, and then I don't know what it's called, but you use like different tools and it will give you a design, and you have to make the design in those colors by screwing and unscrewing all these bolts together. And I was like, that is right up his alley, because he has one of those electric Jeep things that little kids drive, and instead of driving it, he's more into like, how does this come apart? He just wants to take it apart and figure out how it works and then put it back together. Yeah, it's fascinating. I don't know. It's neat. It's neat to see. It's neat to see them like just learn things like that. I love it. Sounds familiar. You're dealing with the same kind of thing. It's good though. It's so good. I love that fascination. Doesn't it? That's how I feel. Like, oh yeah. How does this work? Let's figure it out. I don't know. I guess I'm kind of the same. I just like to learn things, and that's what they're doing. Break You In. That is the name of the song. Break You In. He'll ask something and I'll be like, I have no clue. Let's Google it. Take it apart. See, that's awesome. That's so cool. Then buy a new one because I broke it. That's what I was thinking with the main pole. I was like, I'm trying to remember. I don't even know if you can really see the bearings in that one. You can see the bearings really well in the carousel horse one though. So if I was feeling better, I would have taken that all apart and showed him. But I'm not in any state to be lifting that horse right now. I told him that. I'm like, in the future, I'll show you. That one's impressive. That's a huge bearing. Yeah, I'll show him that one when I'm ready to lift her again. Good auntie. I love being an auntie. Oh, and so I have two great nieces, and I met one of them first, but then on Super Bowl Sunday, I got to meet the other one, and they were both there, so I got to see them, the first one again, and yeah. Anyway, happy. So I've now officially met my two great nieces. Wait, great nieces. Yeah, my sister, one of my sisters, who is 5 years younger than me. She's 35. Somehow she's a grandma. Put that one together. I don't know. She's marrying a man who had kids previously. He's a little bit older than her, so it's technically his kids. But we all consider, like, those are my nieces and nephews, so these are my great nieces. Yeah, I'm excited. One of them was born really prematurely, and she's so tiny still, but she's doing great. She's healthy as can be, but compared to the other one's like, she's like a solid girl, right? Who's got mail situation. Yeah, it's really cool. But the other niece is so little. But then, okay, so then my dad's telling me the story about some, oh, that's so strange. Okay. Anyway, my dad's telling me the story about, I have four sisters. You have just one. She has two kids, both awesome. Aww. That's so cool. What was I saying? Oh, so my dad's telling me the story about, who would it be? My great aunt or great aunt? I don't know. I can't remember. But she was born way prematurely. I think great aunt. This is some time ago. Back when, like, the hospital just kind of sent you home. They were like, yeah, this kid's not going to make it. She's too tiny. There you go. But apparently they bathed her in a teacup. She was that little, and they put her in a shoebox on the oven door and had the fire in there keeping her warm, or the heat in there keeping her warm. Does that not blow your mind of these stories? I don't know. Maybe great aunt. I don't know how far back. But anyway, I saw pictures of her, and she survived and made it to adulthood. And I saw photos my dad was showing me. But, like, what? A shoebox and a teacup? On an oven door? No. Crazy. But I guess, I mean, it was winter, you gotta keep her warm, and must be it is fun. I love it. I love family. It's big. And then there's, like, marriages everywhere, and bigger and bigger and bigger. All kinds of, I don't even know. So many nieces and nephews that every time I say it, I have to count how many. Makes up for me not having kids. It's good to be auntie lots. Right? It's fun. I know my dad said something like, who's going to take care of you when you're old if you're not going to have kids? And I was like, look at all these nieces and nephews. Like, we're good. Oh, it's fun. It's covered, Pa. Exactly. All is good. And we're all super close, so it's awesome. You've been bribing the small one for years now, right? Like, I'm taking good care of you now. When I'm older, you're going to take stuff apart and show me how it works and buy a new one when it breaks, right? Oh, I sewed this thing yesterday. Isn't this so soft and nice? It was not very pretty, so I don't know. The chair is not very pretty. But this was like, oh, it's twisted. But yeah, I made it a little washable cover. I'm going to revamp my sewing room. That's my next project. As I was sewing that yesterday, I was like, you know, why don't I sew a lot anymore? And it's just not set up the way I want it for sewing. I made this yesterday. See, it just like, it wasn't, well, I have it through the loops, but it was fine. It was just black. I wanted it to be soft and cozy. Yeah, I have some sewing projects that I want to work on, but I need to like, I don't know. I'm a big person about space. Like, I like your space to work really well for you. I feel like that's important. And I like things to be just super organized and like, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to create, not I'm going to like try to find the right thread and the right things and the right, like, I just want it like laid out. Here I go. Masterpiece is going to happen. So I'm getting trying to figure out how to organize all my fabric. That's my big thing. What am I going to do with that? I don't know. Maybe get rid of some of it. I just have lots of extra fabric. Shelves, boxes, and labels galore. I think shelves is a huge thing. I have a shelving unit that I don't super care for at all. I don't like it. So I'm gonna give that away. By color, so right now my fabric's sorted by material. Color might be a good idea though. I don't know. My huge thing that I'm organizing at the moment is going to be red. I have a sewing box. It's full of thread, but nothing about that is organized and it drives me crazy. So I'm going to get a thing that I hang on the wall and put all my thread and all my spools and just be like, I'm gonna organize those by color. That'll be good. You've been building, see, that's what I need. I need to figure out a good shelf for my fabric. There's a lot of them that I like, but I seem to go more for the industrial look. And a lot of those don't really have edges on the shelves. They're just pretty open, which then my fabric's gonna fall off. So I gotta figure that out. Oh, I'm gonna test that tip link and see if it actually fixed it. Ta-da. Yeah, it did. Okay, cool. The bot is now corrected. I don't blame you. Bookshelves are way nicer. So what's the next sewing project? The next sewing project I think is going to be my next act. I'm going to start working on a new act. I want it to be green, as in color. I want my outfit to be green. So I don't have a lot of my acts I wear blue, it seems like. I don't know why. Blue seems popular with me for some reason. But green, I think, would be like a nice, like emerald Swarovskis. Yeah. I just keep having this vision of green. Green is your favorite color, see? Green it is. And then I had a friend give me this dress that's orange and I don't know, it's so colorful, and it's like orange and yellow and red, and it's a wild, crazy dress. But it reminds me of a monarch, and I feel like I could do something really cool with that and a set of Isis wings. I don't know if you know what those are. They're the big like Egyptian, they're after the Egyptian goddess Isis. They're these big wings. We use them in burlesque pretty often, belly dance as well. So I feel like I might do something with that too. Yeah, I feel like, I don't know, they're like, you probably don't want this, do you? And I was like, it's so not me, but I so think I want it. Like, I just instantly had an act come to mind when they showed it to me. So you gotta take those things. I know, I'm not sure when. I'm thinking about going. So the expo in Vegas that I go to that I have not gone to in the last couple of years, this year is their 30th anniversary. So it's gonna be a big one. So I feel like maybe if I go, I'll be performing. It's at the Paris this year in Las Vegas. Is it called the Paris? I think so. Isn't that hotel that looks like the Eiffel Tower? Do I ever do how-to vids? I don't. I need a better sewing machine. Okay, so here's the thing. Every time I sew, it's a frustrating experience. If I have, like this was pretty okay, but where I made the corners and the fabric had to overlap, I have to actually lift the foot to sew over that part and then lower it to sew again. Like it can't, my machine is that crappy that it can't make its way over. So I need to invest in a sewing machine. That would make my experience much nicer. And a serger. There's no reason I'm not getting these. I need to get these. So it'd be like 60% cursing, 40% sewing. Exactly. Yeah. That's what it would be. Yeah, I do. I think I do. I don't know. I'm still kind of like weird about the whole COVID thing, which I know is silly because everyone's just over it. But like I was saying earlier, I get respiratory infections so bad. And I found out with the surgery that so you know how I passed out during the not during. This was not like because I got a shot. I passed out after the COVID shot. Like 15 minutes after. So I thought it was because I like clogged my. So I thought it was because I had an allergic reaction to an ingredient in it, and that still is possibly the case. I'm not sure. I'm really sensitive to medications. So, and there's one in there that I know I have. If I inhale it, because sometimes it's in a fog machine, that's what gives me a respiratory infection. And that was what was in the vaccine, which is what me and the doctors had thought caused me to drop my blood pressure. But with this last surgery, I ended up being hospitalized because they couldn't stabilize my blood pressure again, which is something called dysautonomia, which is something that has been linked to the COVID vaccine. So I don't know if I got that from the vaccine and now I have it, or if it was something already a thing. I don't know, but it's not good. It's terrible. And so now I don't know, like my blood pressure is still really low, and I don't know how, if I end up getting sick, how that's going to affect that, because that's scary. Like my blood pressure was 70 something over 35. Like that's legit, that's a problem. And that's what happened when I got the COVID vaccine too. So I don't know, not good, right? So it's got me like, can I go out in public? I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna, like I know I can, but am I gonna get sick? Am I going to run into that? Because that's a problem. It's pretty legit, right? Crazy and weird. Like I don't know how to navigate it. I have no idea. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks. There's no other, it just sucks. So that's a thing that I gotta figure out. I've started trying to manage it. I'm adding more salt. I have to eat salt. It's like the only thing that I can do. There's like medications, but those are awful and have terrible side effects, and they don't normally work. And it's only like bad when I have, like apparently if I have medications, it triggers that. But salt helps raise your blood pressure. So right now I'm just trying to keep my blood pressure up. It would be in August in Vegas. So I have some time to decide still. Best medications, my diet, exactly, which is salt. And I get salt. I have like salt drinks when I'm riding and, electrolytes, but they put over to get the medications out of me to help my blood pressure. I think it was 1.5 gallons of IVs that they ran through me. It was nuts. I looked fabulous. Like you couldn't see like my veins. I had like, how little kids have like no veins in their skin, no wrinkles. Like that's what I look like. I was like, whoa, I'm beautiful. Like a filter. But yeah, so I don't know. So that's where I am now with COVID. Like I was already like, okay, well, I can't get vaccinated. I learned that. The gallon of IV filters, yeah. Yeah, it was nuts. But they had to get all of that out of me because that's what something about I don't even know exactly how it works. Something about the medicine. Basically, you have, I think they call it like VVS, I think. I don't know. Your brain and your body communicate, and somehow it just like throws it off, and I cannot stabilize my blood pressure. Like it breaks that communication, I guess. So that's strange. That's something new that I have to deal with now. So yeah. And it feels like I can look stuff up online about it or try to talk to doctors about it, but anyone I've talked to is like, wow, I don't know, that's crazy. We don't normally deal with that. Even like when I was in the hospital, the surgeon I had was amazing. But he came in and he's like, you're a unicorn. Like, that's just, I've never seen that. I'm like, yeah, cool. Cool. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it sucks. It's weird. But, I mean, I'm fine right now, right? I just need to figure out how things are gonna work. I think he did? I don't remember. I think I already said I was a unicorn though. I feel like he like used what I was already like, oh, I'm a unicorn. Maybe I said it, I can't remember. It was the day after surgery. I was still like, don't quote me. He had a good sense of humor though. He told me fun things. Like he was like, you realize we're gonna do the surgery and you'll never be able to have children. And I was like, I understand. And he was like, okay. And he's like, but you can. Like you could go to Walmart and just pick one up. And then he looked at me and he's like, no, not Walmart. Maybe like Target. It's a better clientele. Or something. And I was like, ugh. a sense of humor. Yeah, he cracks me up a lot. And he's super good. Like, I had such a good surgeon. There's 9. So I was gonna have surgery before I had surgery. I saw 2 different surgeons that are local to where I live, and they were fine, but they weren't what I wanted for me. There's this surgery that they call minimally invasive, and it's got I think like 5 ports, between 3 and 5 depending. I would have 4 or 5. And they're like little holes, and they put them at like your ribs and then across your lower abdomen, and sometimes one in your belly button. And multiple incisions are harder to heal, right? More risk of infection, all this stuff. So I started doing research, and I found out that there's something that exists. It's a single incision surgery. So there is 9 surgeons in the country that do the surgery that way. And I managed to research the crap out of it and find the original surgeon that developed it lived 2 hours from me, which is so meant to be. And he taught the other 8 the surgery. And so I went there. I called and I explained what was going on, and the surgeon called me back. Like, not even the receptionist, the surgeon himself called me and did like a 40-minute consultation on the phone with me for free. He didn't even count it as a visit. And scheduled it. Like, he was like, look, we're going to schedule your surgery this day. You're going to come down the day before. You're going to meet me. If you don't like it, we'll cancel your surgery, and let's just do it like that. So that's how it happened. So I didn't have to take multiple trips to like meet with him and counsel. And I had all my scans and stuff I sent to him before that to show what was going on. But how amazing is that? So it worked out. Thankfully, I canceled my surgery here before I even had this other surgeon lined up. I was just so uncomfortable with what they were going to do to me. So that was kind of scary because I knew I needed it, but I just couldn't go through with that. So anyway, yeah, it worked out. Couldn't have been any better. So that was really cool. I'm like, what a good surgeon to have. The one that like pioneered it and taught everyone else. I don't know. But yeah. It's pretty sad though. It's really crazy to me that like they used to just cut your stomach open. And there's some women that can get it done vaginally, but like I wasn't a candidate for that. You have to have kids usually to have the space. Plus they can't see everything. Like with me, they went in, they checked out all of my organs. They looked up into my chest to make sure I didn't have any like endometriosis around my heart or anything. Like it was thorough. And that's how they found my appendicitis. It's nice to hear good things about the healthcare system. I agree. Yeah, it was awesome. And then when I had to get transported to the hospital, because I was in a surgery center, and when they couldn't stabilize me, I had to go to the hospital and take an ambulance there. But that was a good experience too. They had this whole like women's ward. I got my own room. It was like all set up, and just they took really good care of me. I was glad. I'm so glad that I traveled for my surgery, because I wouldn't have gotten that here. Taking the extra steps to make sure it's the experience. Yeah. Okay, so the surgeon here said to me, the one I was gonna have surgery, he was like, I haven't done that kind of surgery in 20 years, which is interesting because I found out it's not even 20 years old. So that's really weird. So anyway, I don't know. But he was gonna do the one with the multiple ports and said he'd consider doing the single incision one through my belly button that I wanted. This is before I knew that that's not even, yeah, the math is that, right? Exactly. It's before I knew that. But I was like, well, will you be able to do the surgery I want done? And he goes, I won't know till we're in surgery. So you have to be okay if you come out with the multiple incisions. Like, it was just up to him. So I was gonna go, they're gonna put me under, go in, and he was gonna decide in surgery. So I talked to my sister about it. And she's like, you know, he's gonna get you in there and he's not even gonna consider the kind of surgery you want. And that's why I canceled. I was like, this is dumb. But how sketchy is that? Is that sketchy? That's sketchy. Your sister had hers around the same time, but it was partial. Her experience was not all that great. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Did they use, do you know, did they use the Da Vinci thing? That's the thing that's so popular. It's like a little video game. They get to sit with like little joysticks. And I hope your sister's doing okay. I just think it's strange. So they told me it was like minimally invasive. And I mean, it is compared to, you know, full abdominal region being cut open. But like, you can't even see my scar. I have a scar in my belly button. It's amazing. But where's I going with that? Oh, they kept telling me how minimal it was. And I found this blog by this woman who had maybe uterine cancer, some kind of cancer. And she posted pictures of this minimally invasive thing and how she felt about it, which was terrible. She felt lied to and was really upset about it in her blog and posted pictures of her healing. And that was what, like, as soon as I saw that, I was like, I don't want that done to me. And that poor girl, like, I just, feel so bad. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe I'll make a YouTube video, I guess. I should. Letting women know there's more options. Because it's not a super popular procedure the way I had it done, but it's amazing. And it can be done that way. That's probably a good idea. I've thought about it. I keep kicking it around. Like, maybe it won't, maybe it will, maybe it won't. Do I want to be known for that? I don't know. It's life. Maybe it'll help people. Maybe this will help people because we talked about it. So yeah, if anyone watches this and they want to know where to go, let me know. I'll tell you. Make a vid 100%. I think I'm just nervous because it's not something that I've ever, that's a different kind of video for me. But I should. I'll share my experience. Yeah. I mean, my channel is all about helping people find cute workout outfits, helping people do workouts. It's out of my wheelhouse for sure. Especially personal, like I don't know. I know you guys, even though anyone can watch this. I'm all like, here's my medical history. How's it going? Nice to meet you. But I mean, we're already live. It's not just us. If people rewatch lives, I don't know. It's just life, is what happens. Yeah, I just have to I probably just have to not overthink it and just make it. That's probably what I need to do. Otherwise, I'm gonna be like, I think that's just it. I overthink it. You had a surgeon say a similar thing to you. He was going to make a decision at the last moment once he saw things. Yeah, no. You know, that just doesn't work. You ended up with 30 plus stitches. Oh my gosh. I had one surgery before this that I feel like was stupid. And mine was for a hernia too, but I didn't have a hernia, but they told me I did. That one made me angry. I had a lot of pain and I had a lump, and they were like, it's a hernia. We're gonna cut it out. And they got in there and it wasn't a hernia. It was like something, the way it was pushing on a nerve. And I got a scar from it. And that made me not thrilled. Ugh. So I think that's where my, like, I had to have surgery again, where I'm like, okay, it is not going to be like that. Mine, I noticed it when I was performing in aerial silks. And I said that. I was like, well, I'm an aerialist. I was doing an aerial silk routine. And all of a sudden there's like this lump and all this pain. It was so painful. And they were like, it's a hernia. They didn't even image it. They were just like, surgery. And it was not. That's what happened. So there's that story. Ugh. A year later, you had to go back and you had to get the other side done. So a year later, you had to go back, get the other side done, and that surgeon was like, what? No, we'll use the robo machine. Yeah, that robo machine. And you'll have 3 small incisions. Yup. The robo machine. I get it. I get it's easier because they don't have to lean over the patients. And, you know, for some things, I'm sure it's great, but not always. So you did have it done with the 3 small incisions? You need symmetry, right? I don't know. I'm all about symmetry. That's cute. One open with a massive scar and the other one with the Da Vinci machine. Yeah. I mean, those are cool. But those are what, so you know then, that Da Vinci machine is what they were going to do all the, there's going to be 3, 1 in my belly button and then 1 in my ribs. Or like just below my ribs. 5. I just didn't want it. Not when I knew there was another way. Like, no. Yeah, they did that to me. They had to do that. That's why I was walking, because they put the whatever it is in you and they blow you up like a balloon. And then they said, it was like in my ribs and it hurts so much. And it moves up into your shoulder a little bit, but I feel like that was only when I went from laying down to sitting up that I'd really feel it in my shoulder. But that's why they were like, walk, 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 keep walking. You got to break that up. But then they're like, don't walk, you might hemorrhage. Sorry. Quit walking, don't walk for another week. I was like, oh, thanks, guys. But it was for that. Whatever they blow you up with, like a balloon. My sister said she sat in when she was in nursing school on a surgery, and they did that, and then the surgeon was like hitting the person's stomach, and she was like, she thought they were gonna bruise the patient because they were just hitting the stomach so much. I don't know why, what that does. She was telling me that. Interesting. I think it would be pretty fascinating to sit in on surgeries. I don't know. See, there's my interesting. How does it work? How do you put it together? How do you take it apart? You couldn't fathom being a surgeon. It's crazy, right? It's crazy to think about it. Oh, that's another thing. So my surgeon was like, I'm going to do all this cool stuff in the surgery, and like, I'm going to take pictures of it. And I was like, yay, I want to see pictures. And I didn't really know if I would get pictures. I got like high definition pictures of all of my insides and everything they did and everything they took out. It's so cool, I think. I don't know. I'd see my family, like when I started visiting family, I'm like, oh, do you want to see all my insides? It's awesome. Look what they took out. It's crazy. You could watch it, learn about it, but to do it, yeah. Like, whoa. No, I don't know about that. I don't know if my hands are steady enough. Slideshow, exactly. Yeah. Oh, I think it's so neat. I got that right when I got back to my room after the surgery to try to get better. It was like, here's all these pictures. Want to go through them? Are you squeamish? No, I'm good. I want to see. What would the song be? Oh, what would it be? I don't know. Is there a song about good riddance? I love you, but you need to go. I don't know. That's a good question. No, I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I can't think of anything off the top of my head. I'm coming up with all these songs that don't fit. There's probably like a perfect song too. It's that thing. It's like I'm really bad about that when if I do verbal tests, like I can know the answer, but if I have to say it like on the spot, I'm so terrible at that. I'll wake up tonight and be like, I got it exactly. Do you do that? I do that. Do you come up with, I like learn things in my sleep. Do you do that? My mom does it too. Like if she, I don't know, what's an example? Okay, so one time I worked retail and I had a cash register and I struggled my first day trying to learn on what all these buttons and these different things did. And to ring everything up separately or whatever. I went home, I went to bed the next morning, like I did it all night in my sleep, and the next morning I went into the job and I was like doing everything. And they were like, how'd you learn this in a day? I'm like, oh, I slept. I did it all night in my sleep. Now I know how to do it. The aha moment, right? You just kind of figure things out. This is probably REM sleep. Going through the day, learning the things, figuring out. That's how I come up with some of my burlesque acts. It's just wake up and be like, that's what I'm going to do. I love that feeling too. don't know, one of my friends I was talking to about that, and they're like, I can't do that. It's like, I thought everybody could do that. They're like, no. Oh. You write poetry in your sleep? That's awesome. Do you remember it good enough to wake up and jot it all down? Oh, I opened up this box the other day that I forgot that I had, and it had all these spoons in it of Charles Dickens characters, and I thought of you actually when I opened it. I was like, oh my goodness, I forgot I had this. All sorts of you need to publish them. Where's your books? You need poetry books. You sent out a collection once. Did it get published? Can I find it? I guess there's a thing now where you can get you can publish through Amazon. Have you heard that? I'm really bummed. I'm bummed for you. I don't know much about the Amazon thing, but I guess it's a thing now. Did he? Yay! See, maybe you could do that. I had someone bring it up to me because I've always had this idea that I want to write children's books. For some reason, I don't know. Just think it'd be cool. I have some ideas, and people are like, "You should make a children's book." Maybe I will someday. I don't know. But then somebody brought up to me that you can publish through Amazon, so that's all I know about it. So since your friend did it, you probably know more about it than I do. You wrote a book about Kitten Little Bits? What? We need to read this one. Oh, I got it really toasty in here. I knew it was getting warm. I think we can give some stuff a break. Oh, okay, now I made it really dark. It's your secret dream to be an author. That's amazing. Do it. I love that. Oh, put those on. There, now we have a little more light anyway. No secret now, it's on the internet. Now you gotta do it. There's that thing they say, though, it makes me wonder if it's true. I feel like live streaming, I talk more about things I'm going to do. In life, I never usually do. I don't think. I don't know. I'm trying to think. I'm kind of just a person that usually just goes and does things. But like in stream, we have all this, I don't know, we talk about ideas. So anyway, there's this, I can't remember who said it, but they were saying that if you talk about things, like it gives your brain this idea that it did it because it talked about it. So you might actually be less likely to complete goals because you talked about them. I don't know if that's true or not. Psychology idea. It like gives you this, yeah, right? Because you talked about it, you talked about the way you're gonna do it, you talked about how it's gonna work maybe, and then that was enough to like give your brain the satisfaction of like, oh, maybe I did it, but you didn't do it. I wish I could remember who I was listening to that was talking about that. I know. So I hesitate. I feel like I hesitate a lot now when I'm streaming because I'm like, oh, maybe I'll do this. And I'm like, oh, if I talk about it, does that mean I won't do it? I don't want to do that. I think it depends on the thing, perhaps. I guess we'll know. We'll know if I make a video about my recent experience or not. If I don't, it's because we talked about it. There. Now Kitten Little Bits is on me. I don't know, have you ever heard that before? An interesting thought, though. So I do feel like a lot of the things that I've done, I've not told people about. I just surprised. It kind of gives you more incentive, though, in a way, too, to not tell people about things and just do it and be like, oh yeah, I've been working on that. You've not, but you feel like you've experienced it. I feel like it could go either way, too. Yeah. Verbalizing goals created accountability. Yep. And I agree with that. It's just something that crosses my mind since I heard whoever was talking about that talk about it, that I think about it now. Like, this doesn't mean you're not gonna do it. Funny. But yeah, goals. I think discussing goals is definitely important. I do too. It's interesting. Right? Exactly. Like, how does that work? And then you want to pay attention. You want to pay attention to people talking, like they talk about things they want to do. Are they actually going to do it? You can mentally just keep track. Like, I know what you're doing. I'm just kidding. I need to move my chat over here so I can stop looking this direction. I'm going to try again. It's so weird that it won't dock over there. I wonder if I shrink this window. There, that's what I had to do. There we go. Your own little social experiment. Exactly. It's fun. Should have done that sooner. This whole time I've been looking at chat way over here. Again, overthinking it. Just had to shrink the window a minute. Sometimes, I tell ya. My camera's a break. We're only using this one. We don't need those on. I think I need to go find some lunch. Oh, your boss is calling. I think I'm gonna head out anyway. It's lunchtime. And I have editing to do. You're probably already gone to talk to your boss. Da-da. What is my... What is the next? So my next video that's gonna come out is mobility exercises. Say goodbye to shoulder and back tension. Yeah, I'm gonna do more stretching with the wall next video on Sunday, my Sunday release day. That's a good one. That feels good. They're all good ones. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. So it's not true. I don't know. They're the exercises I like. I think they're all good ones. Well, I haven't looked at my tip page in a long time. It's very burlesque. Cute. Forgot I did it like that. There we go. I think we got everything pretty well set. How long is Seth gonna be gone for? I'm gonna go get lunch, but I want to thank him and Kitten Little Bits for the $25 donation tip on this stream. You guys are awesome. Thank you, Tech. It was great to see you. I'm glad that you're doing well and coding's going good. Thanks for hanging out during the stream. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hopefully, I should start streaming more often again. I'm still taking it, obviously, still kind of taking it easy, but it's, you know, I'll be working more streams in. I'm not going to set a schedule yet, because I don't know. It's kind of a day-to-day thing with me right now. And that's okay. But yeah, I was gonna try to wait for Seth to come back. He's gonna think, I don't know, he's not gonna think anything. He's gonna be like, hey, she left. All right. I'm gonna write. Thanks again, KLB. Great to visit with you, Beth, and everyone. See you all soon. There. That's my sign off on this stream. That will work. All right. I'm gonna go find some lunch. Take care, everyone. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I will see you all soon.